Music. What is music? When you ask someone, the question could be answered in many different ways and be given examples. Rock and roll, jazz, dubstep, we all have that one go-to music genre. But with every music genre, there's a beginning. And with this genre, it's a mixture of electronic music, chill wave, synthwave, calm earth ambience, 80s aesthetic. Many of you may have never even heard of it. It's called Vaporwave. Vaporwave. It's an interesting name. Along with the different types of vaporwave there are. Vaporwave first surfaced between the mid-2010s and late 2011s with Daniel Lowe Patton, also known as Onitrix Point Never's Eco Jams, and James Ferraro's Farside Virtual, both artists that pioneered the genre that is known as Vaporwave today. Just looking at Eco Jams and Farside Virtual, the album may look like a normal album or something from left field to be in the 2010s, but when you listen to these albums, you feel something impactful, something vibrant and elegant with emotion, giving you that feeling of nostalgia as if you were in the 80s or the 90s. Daniel Lowe Patton and his genius taking samples from popular songs such as Africa by Toto,
Hurry boy, it's waiting there for you.
and James Ferraro creating vivid and elegant sounds. Months after Farside Virtual, another well-known album known as Floral Shop was released, along with many other albums like Deep Fantasy by Surfing and Blank Banshee Zero by Blank Banshee. Aspiring vaporwave artists would post their new music to Bandcamp, one of the main websites where vaporwave started. This was the birth of something new. As the vaporwave community grew, it never really blew into popularity until 2015 to 2016, with people finding their way into the genre by discovering Renaissance by Home and Macintosh 420 Plus from the album Floral Shop. A slowed down variation of Diana Ross's song, It's Your Move. These two songs helped contribute to the spread and fame of Vaporwave, but what made it more known among the internet was the creation of the subgenres within Vaporwave, and the memes that followed with it, ranging from Simpson Wave, Future Funk, Synthwave, and many more. This was known as the Vaporwave aesthetic. The vibrant vintage neon color scheme, old well-known logos like Pepsi and the PlayStation, and the Greek mythology statue Helios, god of the sun, the symbol of Vaporwave.
I got into Vaporwave beginning of high school, freshman year. I was just looking online and I found Macintosh 420. And it pulled me in because it was so different than what I've heard of, and it really gives you a perspective on life.
Many others fell into Vaporwave not even by discovering those songs, but by stumbling upon chat forums or posts on Tumblr, Reddit, 4chan, and many other social media platforms. And with the rise of Vaporwave, Vaporwave artists started to gain even more traction than they already were, and began to develop their own style.
Vaporwave has become a huge impact on my life because it's my main artistic and musical goal. I love it when you have these things that are like, why is this shouldn't be so good. This crappy slap bass sound shouldn't be so good, for instance. And so to me there's this fun, there's this like sense of humor and whimsicalness about it, but it's when it's that combined with like a really heavy groovy nature, and I think that to me is my favorite sort of attribute about the music.
For example, George Clanton used to perform his music at concerts and online on popular livestream websites such as Twitch and YouTube. Equip, a Vaporwave artist that uses retro video game sounds, and Blank Banshee with the old 90s aesthetic. And with the rise of vinyl collecting, it helps make the genre even more appealing than it already is. The first Vaporwave music festival, known as Electronicon, was held in Brooklyn, New York on September 6, 2019. The festival consisted of 20 Vaporwave artists performing, and tickets for the event sold out within an hour. Electronicon was soon followed by an Electronicon 2, held in Los Angeles on October 19th. The two festivals were a huge success, bringing them even more popularity to the Vaporwave genre, and to the 100% Electronica label formed by George Clanton and Negative Gemini. On the surface, Vaporwave is a music genre, but when you take a thorough look, you see that it's more than just a genre. Communities making Vaporwave art and memes, posting them on Vaporwave pages on Tumblr for others to see and share. r/Vaporwave or r/Making Vaporwave, a Reddit page containing over 150,000 Redditors, and aspiring Vaporwave artists creating and sharing their music, promoting themselves, or just looking for feedback.
I also host the Hyper Battles on Reddit, which is where we take, once a month, every other month, we'll take a theme, everyone creates a track based off that theme, and then we'll vote on it. And there comes a winner. But the fact that Vaporwave allows these people to have a share of love online with this music and this sound, because Vaporwave to me is all about the sounds that it creates, it should take, I think it should take you through not necessarily a roller coaster of emotions, but it should take you into a time that is not current.
So looking at the surface, Vaporwave is just a genre, but deep down, it's a subculture.